Fishing the Wild West TV with Wes David is brought to you by Tracker Boats, Fish the Finest, Adventure Destinations. Book your trip of a lifetime with Adventure Destinations and Thompson's Resort. Big Chief Meat Snacks, big taste, big adventure. Along with Cam Clark Ford, the official vehicle of Fishing the Wild West TV.
Living a dream, fishing the streams, fishing the wild.
She's getting a little western on the deck. On this week's episode of Fishing the Wild West TV, we're on the beautiful island of Hadia Gwaii. We're with Queen Charlotte Safaris, and we're going to be fishing for a variety of saltwater species, including the mighty Chinook salmon. Yeah. I haven't really got the feel of me. You just get them hooks that fish, barbless hooks here, so you got to keep a tight line. And I just saw the flasher. Was that the flasher?
Yeah, that's the flasher. So yeah, keeping that rod bent acts like a spring, and it helps give you a real amount of power on the fish and really get the feeling. And,
we're out here with Queen Charlotte Safari. It's our first morning, and weather socked in a little bit. Beautiful camp, beautiful lodge, boats, incredible fishing. Just can't control the weather, but they come out and all. There's that flasher just come up. And we're just hooked up to salmon. Here's the first one of the morning.
Yeah. If you want to back up in the boat a little bit,
okay.
Go towards the front. There you go. Just like that.
George's gonna net them for me.
And
oh, there he is. He's in there. That's the first one of the morning. We'll get him on the deck and we'll show him to you. We'll get all our gear situated and we'll get back out there. So that's the first one in the morning. It happens to be a coho. And George says that's a beautiful coho for this time of the year out here. How big can they get, George, the coho?
13, 14 pound is about as big as you'll ever see. This guy's probably pushing 8 or 9.
And he's gonna look great on the smoker.
That's right. Good job.
Just backing off the drag. I don't know how far we went since we landed that coho, but we're in. Whoa.
Yeah.
I gotta back this off some more, but we're into another one. This one feels a little heavier. It's
doing a great job.
It's hard to tell. There's a flasher.
There he is. Let's keep the rod bent.
Try to keep that flasher up, because when that flasher breaks the surface, it gives slack in the line. Oh, this is a battle right at the bone.
Yeah, he's still got some fight in him.
I can't see, so George is giving me direction.
Yeah.
I think he's in the net. All right. Whew. One we just landed earlier was a coho. Here, we got a Chinook salmon. We're gonna put them on the deck here once we get set back up. And George and Corey are gonna walk us through the subtle differences of the two different salmon species. We're a little bit of rough water out here. George, the coho is yours. You hold his, or the coho, I'll hold the Chinook salmon.
Perfect.
And George is just gonna walk us through the subtle difference of the two different salmon species.
So coho, also known as a silver, have a little bit shinier body typically, are also bluer. And then the big things are the tail, no spots on the tail, not as many spots and not as large as spots down the back. And then the gums in this guy will be white, as you can see, where the mouth in the Chinook is all black. And the coho also don't have as many teeth on the upper jaw, and the Chinook has teeth fully upper and lower jaw. So
just flip them around, we'll show the difference of the tails.
The tails too, yeah, exactly. So So you
that's
see spotty
Chinook
tail,
salmon,
coho.
salmon. That's a 2 difference. You can catch them both here and more at Queen Charlotte Safari. And you can take a limit of these home to remind you of your trip at Queen Charlotte Safari later in the winter.
This segment has been brought to you by Rock Guard, protect your investment, and Power Pole, total boat control. Closed captioning is brought to you by Buzz Bomb Tackle, iconic sonic fishing lures, made in North America for over 50 years.
Got one on here, it's just a subtle bite. We've lost a couple fish because it's been so subtle. But the good thing when you're fishing here is you're gonna get lots of opportunities. George is just on the other side there setting the rod, adding a new herring. Corey's getting the downrigger out of the way for me.
That's a gooder.
And still running the boat. And what you don't realize is happening is Corey's running that boat, helping me keep this line tight and fighting the fish.
This thing is a hog.
You think it's big?
Yeah.
Feels big. It ran like crazy.
Peeled that line quite a few times.
And I don't think he's done. He feels heavy, but I don't want to say anything yet.
So I haven't seen the flasher either.
We're here at the end of the season. It's end of August. Valerie, the owner, Queen Charlotte Safari, she opens up in May and she'll go till mid-September. So we come at the end, towards the end of the season. There's a lot of salmon in the area. We got opportunities to go for lingcod, rockfish, maybe even some halibut, and it's all here. One-stop shopping. Like George said, they process your fish. It gets shipped out right from here back to Vancouver, and then from wherever you live within the world. It's just an incredible. Everything's done for you. You can even buy your licenses right here. Yeah, this feels like a gooder.
This is a gooder. There he goes. Yeah, he's gonna rip some more line. Yeah.
And Corey, she's driving the boat. She's had several Thais already this year.
Oh, there's the flasher. Oh, he's a monster.
He's still a long ways out there. When your guide races for the net, it must be big. He sees a lot of fish, so. Now I got that flasher. It's popped up and down twice. I don't want to give this fish any slack.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Okay, I'm gonna start backing up.
Yep. Easy. Tip up. Let him go. There you go.
Wow, holy cow! Holy moly. I haven't seen him yet. Are we high-fiving a gooder? Oh, I would say we are. After you saw the fight, and I am happy to say, Queen Charlotte Safaris, I have landed my first ever Thai. All the salmon fishing I've done over the years in different locations, come to Queen Charlotte Safaris to land my first Thai. On the first morning, we still got opportunities at lots of these. So we're gonna do whatever the guide tells us to do now, and we'll get back to fishing.
This Gear Talk is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here.
Nathan's gonna walk us through the steps to show us what we were doing to catch Chinook salmon and coho salmon. Dave?
Yeah, so we run a flasher out here. This is imitating the flash of a bait ball down there.
Okay.
And then I have a leader with a teaser head and 2 single hooks, barbless hooks on it. And then I have, this is a 6-7 inch herring. There's different styles of bait fish you can use out here. But how I set it up, put her in there, pin his head.
Pin holds it, secures it there.
Correct. it secures it in there. So now it's not gonna come out whenever. And then I just take my first hook just before the base of his tail. I wiggle it through, find it in there. And I have a piece of toothpick in here that keeps my line tight so it's not just flaying out there. It keeps it snug, right? And then I pull it just enough to where the tail just bends a little bit.
I found that unique. It's just a slight bend, which creates like a wounded roll.
Exactly. So this is the school of bait fish that they get attracted to, and then they see it, and then they see a stunned bait fish that's rolling behind that bait ball, and then they go after that one because
predators feed on the weak is
exactly
what happens.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what we did all this week here at Queen Charlotte Safari to catch a variety of salmon species, and I'm telling you, it was very effective.
This segment has been brought to you by Hooked Magazine, hooked on fishing in the great outdoors, and Lucky Bug Lures. Get hooked on Lucky Bug Lures. This segment is brought to you by the City of Airdrie, big city amenities with that small town feel, and gill fishing, anywhere, all conditions.
Give me another one. Come on,
Oh, he's on the surface already.
let's go. He'll probably run.
So, George, while we got a second here, because
Yes,
he's
sir.
a long ways out there,
Yep.
we were just talking off camera about these boats and that they're designed specifically for Valerie.
That's correct. Yeah, these are fully custom built 28-foot offshore jet boats that allow us to go through the super skinny and shallow narrows no matter the tidal conditions due to our ability to draft about 14 inches of water.
So at certain times of year, there's no need to wait for high tide, like you just go fish. You go in 14 inches of water?
That's right, 14 inches of water is a comfortable amount to take this boat through.
Whose comfort?
I mean, my comfort mostly. Guests exclaim all the time when we can see the bottom of the ocean in the narrows. So.
And if you're wondering, ladies, this Queen Charlotte Safari is an incredible place to come, you know, for a woman's retreat or with your husband, fiance, whatever the case may be. And yes, there's bathrooms on the boat. I called home yesterday and that was the first question my wife asked. Well, is there bathrooms on the boat if I come? There is. The answer is yes. This place is, whether you're an experienced angler, whether you've never even fished before, let alone been on the West Coast salmon fishing, this is an incredible experience with lots of opportunities. I promise you, if you've never fished before, you will be an expert by the time you leave here.
He's probably gonna run 2 or 3 more times, so just be ready for that. Yeah, I got a good look at the tail there.
He's a gooder?
He's a gooder, yeah. It's probably a keeper. We'd like to land this fish if we can.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're landing fish out here.
He's not moving, he's not running, he's not nothing, he's just kind of holding there.
Yeah. Don't be fooled, because a lot of times when they get close to the boat, they'll just rip line again.
crazy,
They'll start tearing line again when they see the boat.
There was one.
There was a little spurt, yep. Fish has got lots of energy, so you think about this salmon's gonna swim thousands of miles if he wasn't on the end of our hook right now, so
Yeah,
all the power and...
He's got endurance.
Exactly. So this is, they're just voracious eaters and yeah, lucky enough to have our lines in the water close to
What
them.
would they be feeding on right now?
Mostly they're on herring out here right now. We have been catching them with needlefish in them right this time of year too, but today we've got herring down and I think we're doing a pretty good job of replicating the bait that's actually down there because we seem to be getting quite a lot of hookups.
Yeah, this has been an incredible experience. A lot of fish, big fish, small fish, just endless opportunities. And it's usually maybe 10, 15 minutes between fights, but often you no sooner fight a fish, get everything set back up and you're on again, and double headers.
Yeah, tip up.
I haven't seen him, but it looks like another great fish.
Yeah, this is a gooder.
So that's the results of, I don't even know how many of these we've caught and released. We're gonna take a limit of salmon home. It's just an incredible fishery. Don't sit on the couch. Call right now and book a trip with Queen Charlotte Safaris.
Wild Cookhouse is brought to you by Wild West Seasonings, home of award-winning seasonings, marinades, brines, and batters.
Okay, so what we did this morning was drop these crab traps. And this is one of the things you can do here at Queen Charlotte Safari. You drop crab traps in the morning, go out fishing, regardless of the species you're fishing for that day. And at the end of the day, you come back and you catch Dungeness crabs. What we're doing is measuring these. They got to be checked for sex. We can only keep males. Females go back in, and anything under 6.5 inches go back in. The rest are going to Chef John, and we're going to enjoy some lingcod and Dungeness crab supper tonight on the Wild Cookhouse. You've heard of field to table. Tonight we're going to have sea to table. Lingcod and our freshly caught Dungeness crab.
Fishing the Wild West TV will be right back. This segment is brought to you by Big Sky Flies and Jigs, tackle you can trust, and Tourism Saskatchewan. Start planning your visit today.
Got one on over here. This feels like a better fish. And while I'm fighting this one, Corey and Nathan will keep an eye on the other rod. Yeah, this feels like a better fish. Like I said, this is our third morning. We've done everything there's possible to do here in this. There's no end to the exciting angling opportunities here. 270 feet of water, and I've caught them as deep as 320. So you just take your time, fight them to the surface. And Corey and Nathan will take care of it from there. Oh, bing ling. Right on.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, no. Big ling. He's going all the way back to the bottom. I'm going to start over. What works better for you, Corey? That side or this side? Okay. That's a big ling.
Well, try not to lift his head out of the water. Sometimes they just come right up.
Then I'm going to go behind you while you deal with them. All right. So what we thought was a halibut was a nice big ling. And we're going to keep him. He goes with our limit. But that's what shows you what's out here. It's like Christmas. Every time something comes to the surface, you don't know what it is until you see it. This is a better fish. It just about doubled up?
Yep.
This one though, I think just about pulled the boat over. This is a better fish.
Yeah, your rod's a little bit more bent than mine there, Wes.
I think I'm hooked to you.
We are hooked together, fighting two
This
fish
is
up together.
This has been common all
connected.
morning, double headers. This one just pulled drag again. I don't know how far we are.
Hey,
Oh, he's solid.
Yeah, just hang out. You okay? There you go.
He's just heavy. He's just trying to stay back on the bottom. Are you in, Nathan?
I'm in. Are you in yet? What are you doing over here?
Well, I'm just playing.
Oh yeah, your spool's almost full. Good work, man. You'll be sleeping on the ride home today.
I get a power nap in before supper on the ride home. All right, in the boat. I'll get out of the way.
Nice.
And all heck will break loose over there. Okay, so Nathan, we got 3 great fish here.
Amazing, yeah.
But this is a perfect example of the differences. So your 2 chicken,
Yes, under 90 centimeters. These are the 2 halibut under 90 centimeters that I get to take home with me. And your halibut, bigger, we
think it
measured
was
it at 102.
102.
So that's over 90 centimeters. So that fish is your halibut daily limit and possession limit for your trip. So, and between 2 of these and that one there, you're probably gonna get about the same amount of meat within a couple pounds, give or take.
incredible eating too. So both, regardless of the size, I can't wait. I want to get back down.
Yeah.
I would love to invite you to come join us. Join myself and my team here in Sandspit at Queen Charlotte Safaris. You will be very happy with fishing with us, but not just fishing with us, nature with us, adventure with us. Oh, the crabbing, forgot about the crabbing. We didn't talk about that. It's neat to have something come from sea to table, and then all enjoy it together. And we take care of everything from start to finish. Please come join us.
Well, that's a wrap on this week's episode of Fish in the Wild West TV from beautiful Hadia Gwaii, British Columbia and Queen Charlotte Safari. If you liked what you've seen, join us on social media or through the pages of Hooked Magazine. Hey!
Oh, sorry.
Oh!
Beat you with the net.